But you see, I went through something as a child that I think every single person in this room can relate to. It's something fucked up. It's something I saw with my own two eyes. It was something so horrible, so horrendous that it stays with me until this day. Something I saw as a toddler, right? I think it's so horrible, this thing that we all saw, that it's the cause of all war, all famine, and probably diabetes as well. And that's seeing your dad's dick all the time, all right? That is fucked up. My old man didn't give a fuck when we were growing up, all right? Neighbours are over, cock's out. Grand's over, cock's out. The Department of Community Services calls by. Cock not out. He's a thinker. But there's a lot of dudes. Any dads here in the front row here? You're a dad. How old are your kids, mate? 19 and 16. Okay. Now, let me ask you first. Did you ever walk around the nut in front of your kids? All the time. What's your name, mate? Duncan and Emily. Duncan, Emily, what was it like to see your dad's knob all the time? It's fucked up, right? And you think it's okay. Why do you think it's okay to walk around with your cock out in front of children, sir? No, hang on, give him a chance. You what? Your old man was like that with you, so cocks ahoy, yeah? But it's true, every dad does it. It's not just you. But the question really lies here is, would you or did you ever do that before you had kids? Did you ever walk around toddlers with your dick out? No, you didn't. So what changed? They're your kids, you're allowed to fuck with them. Okay. That's some very Catholic Church vibes going on there, sir. Fuck me. But it's fucked up, and it fucked with my head too. I remember my dad just did it all the time, that it really got to me, to the point where I remember going up to my dad one day, and I went up to him and I went, well, I didn't do that. I said, Daddy, when's my penis going to grow big and hairy just like yours? And he said, soon, my boy. He said, anyway, how's the ticket sales going for tonight's special? I said, yeah, good. I remember one of the most horrifying parts of my childhood was going to the sex ed class. At Dudley Primary School where I went, shout out to Dudley Primary School. Any Dudley Primary School alumni in the crowd? No one cares. All right, cool. Where we went there, we had two different classes. You went to one class when you were in year 3, right? And you found out about penises and ginies, yeah? And years 5 or 6, you went and you found out the hardcore shit. You're nodding, okay. The hardcore shit, yeah? Now, to go to the hardcore class, you had to take parental guidance. You had to have 2 parental figures, right? And for me, it was tough because at the time, Dad was working a lot away and Mum was pregnant as fuck and didn't want everyone to know that she's a mad nympho. So, I had to go with the worst replacements of all time, and that is Gran and Pop. So we walk in, Gran and Pop sit up the front, I sit up the back with the mates because I'm a cool dude, and the principal goes, Mr. Adams, he goes, Isaac Butterfield, up the front. We know you're a class clown, mate. You'll never amount to nothing. Ha, suck a dick, cunt. Yeah, fuck it up. Fuck that motherfucker. So we sit down and they start talking about how the birds, they fuck the bees and all that shit. And I started thinking to myself, hang on a second. If the way babies are made, spermies are thrust forward into the egg looms, right? Then that means, because I've got 4 younger brothers, that Mum and Dad have been getting stuck into it for years. And that upset me thoroughly, right? I was sitting there going, oh no. And then it clicked in my mind. I went, holy shit, Gran and Pop have got 10 kids. I went, you wrinkly fucking nympho, what's wrong with you? I turned to look at Pop and he wasn't there. He was over by the tea and biscuits looking at me going, yeah, mate.